Hi there, everyone. Welcome to another episode of my unedited marketing show. But in this episode, we are not going to talk about marketing, but we are going to talk about something far more important. And if you are from PETA, I'm sorry, I'm all for saving animals, but that title was just for a clickbait. I really don't want to kill any animal out there. Yeah. So in any case, today's video is very special because I wanted to send a message to everyone who you know doesn't start up, or rather kills the idea before even they start working on it. So a couple of days back, one of my friends, he asked me that he gave me um, he asked me for a suggestion. He said, "Ki Jayant, I'm selling these stuff. Is it a good product to sell, or is it a good niche to work in? I'm afraid that I might lose my money." Well, I'm going to talk about that. Let's talk about that. But before I go ahead and talk about this important issue, subscribe to my channel, please. And if you have not, you will miss out on a lot of digital marketing, entrepreneurship, and sales techniques that I share almost every single day, injecting it right into your YouTube feed. All right. So in this video, we are talking about that little bitch in your head that tells you that you might fail. Well, it's technically called the lizard brain, so I should name it Kill That Lizard, but it doesn't have that impact, right? So let's call it Kill That Bitch. Yeah. So many people, in fact, many of my friends want to start up, yet they could not just because of their fear of failure. And it makes sense. I can understand why it makes sense, because why you I can understand why you'd fear the failure, because it's your hard earned money, and you don't want to lose it. If money is not the motivation, I know for a fact that you would be scared of facing your family, your relatives, your friends after failing from a startup, right? It's a hard job. Entrepreneurship is not for everyone. But if you have that itch in your head, ki, I need to try this. I see that a lot of people are missing out on things because they are not trying this. And if you have the answer to solve it, to help people, to solve somebody's problem, you need to try this. You need to go ahead and execute it. And before executing, you might be thinking like, okay, if I fail, my relatives will laugh at me. I'll lose a lot of money. I'll not be able to face my parents. And maybe I'm taking loans. And what if I fail? What will happen if I fail? And so many other things. So let's address this elephant in the room. Probably this is one episode in which I'm covering a lot of animals, lizards, bitches, and elephants. Oh, that's a great title. I should name it Lizards, Bitches, and Elephants. Kill them all. Nice. In any case. So, yeah, we are talking about the fear of failure. This is an important issue to talk about. And I can understand why this happens. Now, I have started up twice. First time I failed. Second time it's kind of working well, but it is not scaling well. So I'm trying to fix a lot of things, you know. And I get it. It's hard. Earlier I was so motivated by these Hollywood movies that glorified entrepreneurs. But now that I am an entrepreneur, it sucks, to be honest. It sucks a lot at times. Right now I'm recording this video at 3:15 a.m. in the morning, just so that I can publish it by 8 and you guys can watch it, you know. And this is just for my YouTube channel. And for my own business that is running from 6 to 10, I'm working every single day, 4 hours of my life that I cannot give to anything else. 6 o'clock to 10 o'clock, I could be riding my bike, I could be like doing something else. But yeah, I'm giving it to my work. And still, I'm not sure whether it will succeed or not. But why am I doing this all? That purpose is far more important to me than just failing. And the purpose is, I want to retire by 40. That's it. My goal is to retire by 40 or max by 45. Why I have this goal? I have this because while growing up, I have seen my father work so hard. I mean, that man works hard till now. He's 60 plus and he works harder than me, and I feel so embarrassed. I mean, dude, like, wow, this is crazy. But while growing up, I've seen that I got little less time from my parents than I used to. I got a lot of love, no complaints on that, but time was less, all right? So I put it on my head that, like, when I'm going to be a dad, I mean, I'm gonna give all my time. I'm gonna watch my kid grow up millimeters by millimeters, not by inches, and that just makes me feel very much motivated to do something on my own. And trust me, to achieve this dream, I've done everything. I've done jobs, I've done freelancing, I have done a lot of other stuff, but none of them was passive. I realized that if I want to give a lot of time to my family without getting distracted by work, I need something that keeps on giving me money without requiring my time. So, in short, I don't need money, I need the wealth. So, when I say wealth, I'm talking about something that generates money without asking for my time. And that's my goal. And that is why I launch businesses. They fail. I don't mind doing that, because even if I fail, I know for a fact that the goal that I have is much more important than my failure. And this is my story, right? This is why I worked so hard. And people keep asking me, how do you get up at 2 o'clock every single day, work till 12 at night? And how do you have more than 24 hours in a day? No, I don't have more than 24 hours in a day. I have that the same time, but I have a bigger goal than yours. But that's my story. But if in your life you are an entrepreneur and you want to start up, you have an idea in your head which you just want to execute, but you're afraid that you might be losing some materialistic things, I would say lose them. It's completely fine. But don't lose that reason why you are starting up. I mean, if you're starting up just for the money, just for the sake of earning a living, you are not an entrepreneur, you are a businessman. You'd rather be a businessman. You better be a businessman, because a businessman doesn't recreate the industry. A businessman doesn't innovate. A businessman, in its own way, it's a good thing, it's not a bad thing. A businessman follows a proven path to success, and they just keep on living. That's a great way of living, and that's a great way of earning money and feeding a family. If that's your goal, then don't become an entrepreneur, become a businessman. Start your own business. You can get a business loan. You can also, if you have a company set up, even if the business goes down, you can also file for bankruptcy, and so many things can happen. You don't have to worry about that. But if you're an entrepreneur, if you have a new idea that's struck and you see that people are not working on it and they just need to work on it, or you see that there is a lot of potential in this sector, and you can do something different, a little bit of thing that is different, then it's worth trying. And find your why. I want to retire by 40 because I want to give my family as much time as possible, right? What is your why? Maybe you want to travel the world. Maybe you don't want to work in the lunch hours. Working at lunch hours sucks, man. It sucks like hell. After having lunch, you get that dreamy sleep, and to if you have to work during that time, it just sucks so hard. No matter what kind of business or job are you in, no matter how much freedom you get, if you have to work in the afternoon after lunch, for me it just sucks. So maybe that's another reason why I want to be financially independent, so that I don't have to work after lunch. Maybe in the evening and night I don't mind working, but working after lunch is you know so yeah, that's pretty much it. That's my rant. What I wanted to tell in general is, find your reason why you want to be successful. Find your reason why you want to start up. But if you have this fear of failure, or the bitch in your head that keeps saying that you might fail and don't start up, people might laugh at you, kill that bitch. Or if it is a lizard in your brain, the lizard brain, kill that lizard. But don't kill actual dogs and actual lizards. Animals are important for Earth. Disclaimer. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Let me know why do you want to start up? I mean, this particular question is for entrepreneurs who want to change the world for sure. Why do you want to start up? Put it in the comment section. I would love to know more about you. Thank you.